skyscrapers. Oh. Sit still. What's going on, Laura? Hey, now we're getting some people in here. I knew somebody would be paying attention. All my third shift guys probably waiting for a video to come up tonight. And unfortunately, I'm not going to have a video up tonight. What's going on, everybody? It is 3:30 in the morning here in Ohio. And me and thing 1 and thing 2 are filling fuel jugs. I got to run down to the Speedway to fill up E85 jugs because we're leaving around 1 o'clock today in the afternoon to go to Edgewater for Cincy Street Nights, and I haven't been to bed yet because we've been doing hood rat shit. Yeah, they're here. There's June Pup, Scrappy Doo. They're here. What's up, Jason? Oklahoma checking in. No, I just wanted to go live for a little bit tonight, this morning, because I know this is going to be there. We're going to Edgewater. We're going to leave around 1 o'clock today, 1 p.m. It is now 3:30 a.m. and the turd barrels are at the Speedway station. We're going to fill up some E85 jugs. But I have. He keeps trying to call me while I'm live. He should have answered when I called him a little bit ago. Stay. Oh, so we've been doing hood rat activities tonight, and Kenny Powers got himself a kill ×2. But you'll have to wait and see that on Street Racing Channel. I think Tommy is at home editing as we speak. And I'm not sure when he plans on putting that video up, but it'll be a good one. I think you guys will like it. Kenny freaking Powers. And I think the plan is for Kenny to go to Cincy Street Nights with us today. Hang on a second, guys. I'm trying to fill jugs. So, what's everybody doing at 3 o'clock in the morning? Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Alabama. What's happening? Nice jugs, yeah. Indiana. Aloha. My God, what are you guys doing? Working as always. Checking in Heath, Ohio. Well, you're not far from me, Robert Rittenhouse. So you guys are the Street Racing Channel probably, I'm going to guess probably this afternoon there'll be a video coming up on Street Racing Channel of Mr. Kenny Powers on the street. Tommy's at home editing that right now. I'm just trying to make sure I'm ready to go racing. We've been up all night, all day, all night. And I just wanted to go live for a few minutes for everybody that's Working a night shift, it always watches the videos and comments when I put them up at 3:30 in the morning. Millersport, Ohio, you're not far from me. Dropping gas and diesel at Speedway, Rodney Armstrong, God bless you. Daniel Griffith, good morning, Vietnam. I'll start putting these caps on. This shit never stops, boys. Let's start a YouTube channel. Let's live off of YouTube. I ain't never worked so many hours in my life. Never worked so many hours in my life. Hello from Sweden. It's 9:30 there. My God. Sweden. All right. There's 15 gallons of corn ready to go for the weekend. Beautimus. Get back, baby. Get back, girls. Come on, June. Get back. Come on, get back. Oh, my goodness. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's watching and liking and sharing and subscribing and all that. I know you third shift guys look forward to watching these crazy videos. But I don't have one to put up tonight. I have started one. I think you're going to like it. I get into some shenanigans on the street in the Malibu, going from Cincy Street Nights directly to Katy Dragway for Midnight Madness Saturday. So I'm not going to be home until Sunday to upload a new video. So that's why I'm live tonight, just letting you guys know I'm not going to have a video up till probably Sunday. I'm going to guess. I can't. Okay, so I got tonight with a 73 Nova, and you guys are just going to have to wait and see how that come out. That'll probably there's 5 minutes of video so far of getting ready to go street racing the Malibu, and then I got into a little street race grudge match with a 73 Nova out of Columbus, Ohio tonight. Well, it was last night, and but that will be the beginning of the next video. You guys will have to wait until Sunday to see how that shook out. The Malibu is getting better and better, but it's still not where I need it to be. Thank you guys. Kyle Zastro, thank you, man. You didn't have to do that. I like the 73s. You know, obviously with the big bumpers and all that federally mandated safety horse shit that the federal government made them do, I still like those cars. I especially like those cars in yellow. I like yellow 73 and 4s. But yeah, actually these guys came from Columbus tonight to grudge race the Malibu with a 73 hatchback. It's either a 73 or 74. Really nice looking car. But these guys are actually friends of ours. A long time ago, Tommy's S10 broke down, the alternator quit, and we broke down in Columbus trying to drive it to a streetcar cash days. And these guys brought us an alternator in the middle of the night and gave it to us. Didn't ask for a dime, didn't want the alternator back, said keep it for spare. And that alternator currently resides on Kenny Power's Camaro because the alternator quit the other day. I'm just thinking about this now. But Kenny's alternator quit the other day and he needed an alternator, and I had that spare that these guys had given me I don't know, my God, it's been 2 years ago now at least. But these guys came out and street raced me with the Malibu tonight. A really nice little 73 Nova. And so that'll be in the video I upload probably Sunday night is what I'm guessing, by the time I get a video completed and get it uploaded. I'm sorry guys, I'm driving and I can't read some of these longer comments. I'll check them out when I get back. But just want to say thank you to everybody. We're almost to 110,000 subscribers. I just can't hardly believe that. It's pretty incredible. The subscriber count goes up 200 to 300 every day and a half or 2 days. Bill Morton hung out with Cattle Dog Garage. That's a good kid. That boy lives a hard life, man. That boy lives a hard life. I just watched one of his videos today where Cattle Dog Garage, young man from Washington State, and I watched a video of him today. He took his old flatbed Chevy truck and took his 2 blue heelers out to visit where he spread his dad's ashes. I watched that video today. I appreciate that, David. Thank you, man. David Merrill, thank you. Bill Moore, I enjoy watching that boy. I know that's tough, man. He's got some health issues, and it's tough. If you guys haven't gone to subscribe to Cattle Dog Garage and watch that young man, there's a lot of life lessons to be learned there. Currently, Kenny Powers and Uncle Rob are still back at the shop working. Tommy went home to edit, Billy went home to go to bed, but Kenny and Robbie are still at the shop. At least they were when I left. And evidently the brand new Nitrous filling station I just bought, the pump quit. I don't know what happened. The pump, there's something wrong with the pump. It won't allow any nitrous to flow through it for any reason. It's a nitrous outlet, nitrous filling station, and it is causing us grief. And when I left, Robbie had the thing tore apart, and he was trying to figure out what the hell's going on with it. But luckily, I've got enough nitrous in bottles I've already got filled. I can maybe squeak by this weekend. If I have to, I'll have to freeze a bottle or 2 on Sunday and do it the old-fashioned way. But we're headed back to the house now, me and the turd barrels. Big block Chevelle, 632. Yeah, you got some time left on your 1 hour left on your shift. Big Rob is on the job. He's back here working on, that's National Trail Raceway. I know you see that in my videos every once in a while. Any updates on the new shop build or the 55 engine? The 55 engine is on the stand. The heads are back from Uncle Bob, but I'm waiting on a camshaft to come in from Iski. The cam and lifters from Iski. As soon as I get my cam and lifters from Iski, I've got everything to put the engine back together in the 55, and I'd really like to go ahead and put power steering on it. And I know there's a company out there that sells an entire kit. I need to look into that. But yeah, the 55 engine is just about ready to go back together as soon as I get my cam and lifters from Iski. I'm just waiting on that. Would you put a TKX 5-speed in the 55? I would love to. My mom and dad have a lot of sentimental attachment to that car, the way the car has always been. It's always just had a Muncie 4-speed in it. And my mom and dad never really drove that car very far. They did drive it to Memphis one year for the 55, 6, and 7 Chevy Nationals. I can't remember what year that was. It was hot as God. It was terrible. But they drove that car clear to Memphis. with a 4-speed and 373 gears. Laura Nelson, my hubby got me hooked on your channel. I can't believe there's that many females that watch this stuff. All right, we're making a turn here. Tommy's birthday was yesterday. He turned 21. When are you all coming back to the pad? Usually we head south in the winter when there's nothing we can do up home. We usually run to the pad in the winter. I'll tell you what though, here's what I'm thinking. Since Junior's got that Mustang and I've got that Malibu, we're kind of considering taking a trip to Florida this winter and just doing a little bit of street racing with the slow cars and maybe hitting up a car meet or a car show or maybe an event down in Florida. I'm not sure when. We've been kicking it around because it sucks up here in the state of Ohio in the wintertime. January and February are just terrible. But we'd love to come down to Florida this winter. I know we're going to go to the pad. We always go to the pad once in the winter, and I'd like to get down to Florida for a week or so. We're almost back to the shop, guys. Tommy's S10 is down at Billy's shop, and they're just trying to get the engine pieces all gathered up. I know Iski sent the cam and lifters for him, and Trick Flow sent the heads, the intake, the shaft rockers, and all that. And Tommy's going to have a really, really nice small block Chevy in his S10 real soon. And Billy's building another brand new small block for his S10 that'll be an aluminum block. All right, girls, come on. All right, let's go in here and check on the guys. Robbie's still here. I don't know, is Kenny still here? Yep, Kenny's still here too. Let's go in and check on the guys and see what's happening. Come on, babies. Good girls. Sorry, guys. I think my phone just tried to connect to the internet in here in the shop. Where's your mullet, Kenny Powers?
In the Camaro. For tomorrow.
Yeah, the phone just switched to Wi-Fi. Travis Cosney. If the fuel's running out the boosters, that means the floats are set too high, or it's got a float stuck, a piece of dirt and a needle in the seat, or the fuel pressure's too high. Those are your main culprits. What you doing, baby? So this happened, and this video is being edited right as we speak. You guys are going to watch this next video on Street Racing Channel, and you're going to get a real treat. Some of you guys that have watched for a long time will recognize that Nitrous kit. So years and years and years ago, back when Billy was racing his S10 on Nitrous, I could not afford a sledgehammer kit from Induction Solutions. I just couldn't swing it. It was like $1,500 or $1,600. I just couldn't swing it. But I did my research, and Jegs had in stock the NOS crosshair plate. They had that in stock, and I called a guy from Indiana named John Molina, who at the time was a salesman for Induction Solutions. And John Molina got me hooked up with all the solenoids that I needed for this crosshair plate to basically make my own sledgehammer kit. And Billy tore the truck up one weekend at Marion County, and the in November. It was cold out, and didn't richen the nitrous kit up like we should have. And Billy heard a piston in it, and when we came home, Billy said, "That's it. I'm done. I'm done with nitrous. I'm putting turbos on it." And he put the nitrous kit up on Facebook for sale, and it was up for about 15 minutes. And a friend of ours from Columbus called him and said, "Hey, I've got a pair of S366 turbos. I'll trade you for that nitrous kit." So Billy traded his turbos, or traded his nitrous kit for a pair of turbos. And that guy's had Billy's OG nitrous kit, the one I built him years and years ago. He's had it this whole time, never used it. And Billy bought it back. So, the OG kit off the S10 is now on this Mustang. Right there. It needs cleaned up. These brackets and everything were just regular Jegs brackets, and I polished them myself because I like polished and chrome shit, but they need polished up and cleaned up. But that's the original OG nitrous kit off the S10. That one's got some history. That one's got some history. But anyway, it's on the Mustang now. Well, this thing's dirty. It needs cleaned up. Mama Bear is in bed bear, and she's highly upset at me for late night shenanigans in and out. The dogs are barking, and she has to be up at 9:30 in the morning. I already got my cease and desist letter in text message form a little while ago. Let's read some comments here. I would be watching, could stay here, but on an early flight back to Idaho. Nate Wagner, have a good flight. When is Billy going to build a motor for the Mustang? I do not know. I do not know. I would imagine once he splits this little 302 in half, he'll have to do something. That's usually how Billy operates, isn't it, Robbie?
Pretty much.
Yeah, once Billy has split something in half and it will literally not run, that's when he'll do something. Oh my goodness. Will you race the Falcon when Tommy's S10 is done? I don't want nothing to do with that Falcon. You guys literally run on no sleep. That is a fact. So, I don't know what time it is now. It's almost 4 o'clock, I think. Did you put gas in the generator, Kenny? I'm scared. I'm scared and frightened of what's going on with that. I just bought that freaking nitrous. You coming out? All right, come on, girls. I just bought that nitrous filling station, and it quit. It's brand new, sealed in the package, and it already quit. I need to go out here and start the gen. Hang on a second, guys. I know y'all can't see, because I can't see. When was the Ohio Small Tire Cash Days at Limpy hosted? Which one? There was one a couple weeks ago, and then there was one at Katy Dragway. Jason Frank going to No Prep Kings tomorrow, huh? That'll be a good time. For some reason, my generator's not wanting to start. God have mercy if I have to work on this generator before we go racing. Oh, there. Woohoo! All right, girls, come on. My sweet babies. Turn that off. All right, who keeps messaging me when I message, say, Old Man's Garage Telegram? All right, there's the S10. It's still on the trailer. Listen, guys, that's a good question. This scamming crap that goes on in the comments, there's always somebody in there that says from Telegram, message me, you want a prize. That's all bullshit. Oh, there we go. Dogs are pooping in the yard. Right on cue. Good girl, June Pup. Go pee, Scrappy Doo. Go pee, June Pup 2. That's all a bunch of crap. That's all scammers. It's all fake. If you see somebody in the comments saying you want a prize, I guarantee you it's not me, because I don't do that. Come on, Scrap. Oh, good girl, Scrappy Doo. Hurry up. I block, I don't know how many of those crackheads a day. Come on, girl. I block, every time I upload a video, I block 2 or 3 of them scammers, and they just make another one and come right back. Trust me, I will never be in the comments asking you to link because you want a prize. It's not me. We don't do that. Status report, Uncle Rob. It's junk. Perfect.
When you hook the air to it, you have this wide open. And then if you have this wide open when it hooks the air to it, when you plug the air in, if this is open and you chamber that air to it, it jams that piston. And it locks them up. I can get the piston to move, but the valving that's inside here, there's something screwed up inside of this chamber. Because I can move the piston and get it to go back up. If I blow through here, hook this up, turn it on real slow, and I'm like, doop, 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 twice.
Great.
That's it.
Well, I filled 4 bottles with my brand new filling station, and it's junk. Perfect. And I'm out of Pepsi. Oh my goodness. Sick week next year. I've been thinking about that. We've been thinking about sick week, and I'd like to do Rocky Mountain Race Week in the Malibu especially. I want to go out west. I've never been out west. I'd love to go out west and see some scenery. I don't know what we're going to do about that nitrous filling station, but I can tell you we're probably just going to freeze bottles and fill them that way. Vicky will be happy. I just spent a bunch of money on that filling station, and she was not happy about that. Bill, your thoughts on Billy getting the boot from racing with Bailey? I assume what you're talking about is that fiasco up in Michigan. My thoughts are the guy, this hasn't been said online, and I probably shouldn't, but it's the truth. Let me shut this door. I got the air conditioning on in here, and this door is wide open. So when the kids told me they wanted to go to Roadkill Nights, when the kids told me they were going to Roadkill Nights, Billy sent me a text message, and I read about 3 lines of it, and I pretty much decided I wasn't going, because I know what that shit's all about. But so there was a guy who works for Motor Trends sitting at a station, and he was recording by hand or something the fast times that came up on the timing system. And let's just say this guy definitely didn't vote for Donald Trump. Okay. All right, guys. See ya. What time you gonna be here, Kenny Powers? You're on live. This is on record.
10:30 and 11.
Huh?
Yeah. 10:30 or 11.
How about fucking 10:30?
I just won't go to bed.
I gotta have you here to help me set alcohol drum in trailer because Billy went and bought alcohol. There's 2 drums. They're both still in a 64 C10 out back. We got to unload alcohol drums. I got to unload that S10. I got to load the Malibu in my trailer. And then I got to switch the Dodge off the big trailer and put my dually on it. So Billy can use his Dodge to pull his trailer. Because they're going to need the crew cab to take everybody with them. Copy. 10:30, Kenny Powers. You're on record. You're on live feed. It'll be on the video if Kenny doesn't show up on time.
I'll be here before then.
Oh, boy. I've heard that before. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going. I have doctor's appointment in the morning. I'll be here.
All right. Thank you, Robbie. Good night, guys.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Come here, girls. Stay here. All right, so back to Roadkill. There was a guy that was sitting there at the table watching the times come up on the screen. And Billy said he had stood there and watched this guy, and they were like literally putting the, like if somebody made a fast pass and they were just watching and seeing the fastest passes, they would write those down and put them in a spreadsheet manually. And I don't know what the situation was for sure, but I guarantee you the guy that was in charge of that, if he knows me and my family, he probably doesn't like what we stand for. I can tell you that. But there was a young man that was also there, and they were racing, and they happened to be standing there watching the times come up, and they asked what the bump was, the slowest car that was in currently, and they told this guy what the bump was because they were trying to see if they got in. And they were at the time, they were not in the show. They knew what the slowest time was that you could qualify, and they hadn't made it in yet. And while he's standing there asking this guy what the qualifying time was to get in, Billy made that second pass beside Tom Bailey, which was obviously pretty fast. And the guy saw Billy's time come up, and Billy's time was like 0.3 faster than it took to get in. So this guy automatically knew when he saw Billy's time come up that Billy should be in the field. So when the list came out of who made it in and Billy wasn't on it, this guy was really shocked, and he commented on Billy's video and said, "Hey, I was standing there," and told Billy the whole story. But I don't know, guys. That's all I can tell you. That's all I can tell you. I don't think Billy had the fastest car there, but he was probably in the top 3 or 4. I can tell you that. New Zealand. I don't know if we shipped to New Zealand or not, but I don't think the boys will ever go back to Roadkill Nights. I really appreciate that somebody gave Billy the opportunity to go up there, but I'm not sure what happened. It seems like politics to me. It doesn't matter because they're never going to get another opportunity to pull that trick. Melissa McAllister, E85, currently here, is $3.11 a gallon. Oh, you going to come back to airport in West Virginia and race? Probably not. Travis Cosney? Probably not. Because somehow there's a guy over there that's in charge of setting up races at that place, and I don't particularly care for him. And he's not going to get a dime of my money. He showed his ass to me a year or so ago, 2 years ago, and I said that's the end of that show. I'm not going back for that guy. What else you guys got? You guys got any more questions before I turn this thing off and go back in? Ronnie, that's him. I don't have any use for Ronnie. do you have to have very high compression for E85? No. David Merrill, you do not have to have high compression for E85. So E85 can support pretty high compression, but what's nice about E85 is you can literally use the fuel to help build compression. If you know what you're doing, you can actually start to fill the cylinder with more liquid to boost your compression, your cylinder pressure. I shouldn't say compression ratio, but your cylinder pressure, your dynamic cylinder pressure can be considerably higher on E85, especially if you're using a carburetor. Let's see. What size is a 400 bored to in the OG truck? It's 30 over. It's a 406. Update on Billy's Nova. Billy's Nova is sitting right here. The big block is at Uncle Bob's, and it's tore apart. The parts have all been run through the cleaning tank. But Bob went on vacation. He's in the Carolinas for a while, I think a week or so. And so we're going to wait until Uncle Bob comes back from vacation to start on the engine. As far as the front end parts are considered, as far as that, God dang it, these boys are freaking living in a barn. I just closed that damn door. As far as the engine goes, it's all, I think Billy's got all the parts to put the engine back together. We're just waiting on Bob to come back from vacation, and we've got all the front end parts to put the front end back together on it. But I think Billy's planning on maybe trying to get that car back out next year. I don't think he's trying to have it back out this year. Would you do a video on the motor in the Malibu? I'd like to put a similar setup. Abby the Barber. I've already done that video. It's already up if you go back through the videos. Did you race a Nova tonight in the Malibu? Yes, that'll be coming out on the video this weekend. I got into little shenanigans tonight. I don't want to say how that went down, but let's see. How do you like the UMI performance parts on your Malibu? I like them. Do you think Billy's Ford will win over the Malibu? I will make sure that never happens. Or at least I'll do my best. Oh, let's see. You watched Cleater's new video today? They could use a carb guru. No, I don't. Okay. I wish I could turn this phone around, but I'm stuck the way it is now. I don't get to watch much YouTube. Would you guys like to see what I watch on YouTube? It's on the, if I can find my remote. I don't know where the remote is for the television. Nobody ever puts it back. I usually, oh, here it is. Advance the timing with E85. Yes, you can run a few more degrees of timing on E. Let's see what's on my YouTube list. You guys want to see? Now, technically, Kenny Powers gets in here and he screws around and watches YouTube more than I do. Let's just see what is on my search bar, shall we? Street Racing Channel, Old Man's Garage, Midwest Street Cars, 247 Motorsports, Miss Midnight Maverick, 23 Degree Nation. Somebody's been watching Matt. Cattle Dog Garage, Weston Champlin, and Lucor Automotive. There's your list. That's the stuff that's been watched in this shop in the last few searches. That's it right there. Let's see. What are you going to do with the built to the max small block? I don't know. I haven't seen it in a long time. I haven't seen that motor. When I took that motor up to Bob came down with COVID, not once, but twice. and then Bob's wife got sick, and Bob got way behind at work, and I told Bob that was not anything I was worried about, and to be honest, I forgot about it. Billy going to get Tess in that Mustang when she gets back to Ohio, have her run against the white Mustang. That Mustang has nothing for that white one. I can tell you that right now. Michael Whitty, how big of a shot do you plan on going on the Malibu or keeping around where it is? Well, okay, so the Malibu is a stock bottom end 350 small block Chevy. It's a stock block, stock cast crank, and stock rods. Okay. It does have forged flat top pistons, but they are not a lightweight piston whatsoever. I think they're a TRW, one of those old TRW really heavy flat top pistons. And I get this a lot. People ask, how much nitrous are you going to put to it? It's sitting right here. And the answer to that is this. I'll put as much to it as sorry. Went outside and I lost signal. I know this is kind of a question everybody asks. Everybody asks, how much nitrous are you going to put to something? How much nitrous can it take? And here's my answer. You can tear up almost anything on 150 shot if a tune-up's bad enough. Okay? How much nitrous you can put to something and how much power it'll hold on nitrous is determined mostly by the tune-up, how well the engine's tuned. If you overtime, if you overfuel, if you underfuel, or if you undertime, you can damage about anything on 200. You can hurt them on 150. Kenny blew his up on 150 shot because some moron who built that engine. Kenny's got a bad habit of freaking picking up terribly overpriced junk, which was the case with that last engine he bought that was supposedly built for nitrous. Kenny put 150 shot on it and butted the ring gaps. If that tells you anything, it was definitely not built for nitrous. Kenny's too trusting. Kenny's too trusting. He gets himself in trouble. Say hi, June pup. Hi, baby. So the answer to that is the closer you get to 300 horsepower, a 300 horsepower jet, the closer you get to that 300 horsepower mark, the sharper your pencil better be. Because when you start to go over 250 and 300 horsepower on nitrous, you better have your T's crossed and your I's dotted. Do you watch Steve Morris engines, and what do you think of his channel? I do like to watch Steve Morris. I do like to watch him. I'm subscribed to him, actually. But here's the deal, guys. It's almost 4. It's probably 4 o'clock in the morning right now. And I'm still out here in the shop. Now, I'm live, and I'm not necessarily working right now. I'm not editing. I'm not filming anything. But I don't get much sleep. I don't get much sleep. I'm always either filming or editing or working, and I honestly don't get much time to actually watch YouTube. It's very rare that I get to watch YouTube. The #1 channel that I watch on YouTube is probably Street Racing Channel, obviously, because that's my boys. I like to see how their videos come out. And second to that is Midwest Street Cars. I always watch what Chief posts up. I like to watch Chief all the time. I try not to miss anything that he posts. The RC track out back is growing grass. I haven't had time to mess with it. Oh man, the pool. Roy Nelson, my brother, is a pain in the ass. I'm telling you, he's a first-class pain in the ass. But I love him to death. But I'm telling you, that boy loses more freaking trouble lights. And that last time, he had his own damn trouble lights stuffed up underneath my car and it fell out. People's going to swear that was scripted. I swear to God that happened. It just happened. We just happened to catch it on video. Billy was out there videoing that. He was out there helping me make that test hit on the Malibu. And I came back to the starting line and he said, "What the hell is this?" I said, "That's Jeremy's freaking work light." I said, "Where did you get it from?" He said, "It fell out of the car. It was rolling down the road." Crazy ass. Curtis Littleton, thank you very much. You work those truck driver hours. Yep. Well, guys, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna get off here. The dogs are tired. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm gonna go in and try and get a little bit of sleep. You should do a giveaway with the Jack's Wax detail kit. I could do that. I could do that. How long till you get another Facebook ban? Probably not long. I stay in Facebook jail quite a bit. Rondell Perry, what's going on, man? That's a name I recognize. Where do you find the races you will attend? Dirt Farmer, that's a good question. Here's another little tidbit for you guys that are, how many's on here? 984 people at 4 in the morning. So we got a little situation going on with, Vicky always likes to give the details and tell everybody where we're going because it helps the tracks, it helps the events, and we want to support and we want to help. The problem has become this. When we tell everybody where we're going, the latest thing, the latest trick is for other YouTube channels to show up that some of them aren't even monetized, but other YouTube channels show up and they video round by round and they post them round by round. They're not even monetized. The videos aren't even long enough to get monetized. But they show the results before we can even get back in the truck. Like before we even load up, some of the videos are posted. So believe it or not, there's a large number of people that they don't watch our videos because they already know what happened. When's the next carb giveaway? Abby the Barber. I don't know. I should probably do another one. So it's got to the point now where we hate to even tell everybody where we're going because these other people show up and they video it, and the videos are up before we can even get home. And I think it's starting to hurt Billy and Tommy's ad revenue, to be honest with you. Rondell Perry, you got quite a few people on here with you this morning, but you really should get some rest. Yeah, I'm headed in, guys. I'm gonna hop off here. I'm gonna read a few more questions. Damien, you are awesome for pushing forward and working as hard as you do still. Thank you for the entertainment and inspiring me. You're welcome, buddy. Thank you for the tip there. Dollar Bill, what up? Who said that? Roger Mitchell. I got a friend of mine calls me Dollar Bill. Do you see Tommy getting more involved in the tuning aspect? I hope so. He needs to learn how to do that. All right, so here's the thing. Tommy does all the editing, and so Tommy is always busy on the computer doing editing and filming and helping Allison and So he's always busy doing that. So you don't see Tommy out in the shop as much as you see Billy, because Billy's working on the cars and Tommy's always editing. So obviously Tommy doesn't get the same amount of time to work on the cars and learn that Billy's had. And I feel terrible about it, but it's just the way the deal has worked out with Tommy. And it's not that Tommy doesn't want to learn. Tommy definitely does want to learn. But Tommy's just he's not able to learn as fast as what Billy has, because Tommy's always busy editing. Go to bed, Bill. I'm headed there. I'm headed there. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and shut this thing down. I'm going to head in. I can't believe there's 1,000 people watching this at this time. Thoughts on CNS aerosol blow-through? I have never owned a CNS aerosol blow-through carburetor. I have never owned one. I've never used one. I've never owned one. I've never tried to tune on one. I don't know enough about a CNS aerosol blow-through carburetor to say yay or nay. I can just tell you that I've never had one. I've never worked on one, so I can't really say. Tommy's birthday was good. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off here. I thank everybody for the comments and likes and shares and all that. I'm getting pretty tired. Bill, can you give a shout out to me? Wife Danielle. Hang on, it's going up there so fast. Danielle, she doesn't believe I'm chatting to you, please. Redman9, here's your shout out, buddy. Tell your wife Danielle I said thank you for watching. Bill, what's a good budget 750 double pump carburetor, if any, to get? I have a 355 with Edelbrock heads and Victor Jr. intake. The best, by and large, the best budget carburetor that you can buy is this little guy right here. And that is Proform, is the same as a Quick Fuel. It's the exact same parts, the exact same carburetor, just anodized parts a different color. That's a Proform 750 right there. They call it a brawler. And this is a 750 Quick Fuel. I've been in all of them, and I'm telling you, they're the same carburetor, the same parts. I will say that I think this carburetor has a brass float in the front, whereas I'm not sure if that does. I can't remember. But they're basically the same carburetor, and they're a very good carburetor for the price. I have no complaints about that. But I will say, don't buy a black one. That's the one that came off Kenny's Camaro, and that black coating came off, and I don't like that. I will say, if you're going to run E85, it's worth it to, E85 or alcohol, it's worth it to buy a set of chrome fuel bowls so that they don't corrode on the inside. When's the new building coming? I've got to raise some funds for that first. All right, Bill Morton, rules for jetting for elevation. You don't really have to jet for elevation. The carburetor kind of takes care of that, but you ever gonna turbo your car? Jonathan Rector. Which car are you talking about, the Nova or the Malibu? But the answer to that is yes. Eventually they're probably both going to get turboed. Bill, when do you ever sleep? Darren Forrest. Not very often. Yes, I'm a very big fan of down leg boosters. That's the only, I won't buy a carburetor that does not have down leg boosters. Thoughts on the APD 4500 carburetors out of Ohio? As far as I know, those are good carburetors. APD, I've known a lot of people that have bought APD carburetors. As far as I know, they've all had good luck with them. I've never had one. I've never been able to afford high dollar stuff, guys. I've never been able to order custom carburetors and anything like that. Abby the Barber, here's for the building fund. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Oh, how much maintenance is turbo compared to nitrous? Ian's projects and RV repair. There is not much maintenance involved in the nitrous or the turbo car compared to the nitrous. Nitrous is 10 times harder to deal with. Has Addie done anything else to the Malibu? Yes, they've been working on it. Her and her dad have been working on the car, and they've fixed a few things on it already. And I'll probably see her this weekend, I'm betting. I just about bet she'll be around somewhere. I need to text her, actually. Pickaway County, Daniel Manby. What's going on, brother? How big the new shop? Jack Connors, as big as I can afford. That's the answer on that. You girls ready to go to bed? Huh? You ready to go to bed? Now this is what they do. June's pretty good, but Scrap, she just messes with June as soon as she knows we're going in the house. You ready to go to bed, Scrappy? You ready? Thank you, Joseph. Why do you all run tiny alternators? We don't run tiny alternators. Why isn't Billy's S10? Okay, Ron Hawkins. Why isn't Billy's S10 4-link instead of leaf springs? Well, Billy's S10 was the first thing that we ever street raced. And as with anything else, when you first get started, the funds are low. You don't have a whole lot of money to just do whatever you want. And that truck has had to run and run and run and run. And we've never stopped racing that truck. We've never had the money to do that, and that truck was never able to be down. See, now they went right back to bed. All right, guys, I've been on here for an hour. No, the dogs aren't sisters. So June Pup was actually Billy's dog. Billy bought her and brought her home. And she is about 2 years older than Chevy. I call her Scrappy because she's scrappy. And Tommy brought Chevy home as a rescue from Humane Society. How old are they? June is almost 7 and Scrappy is almost 5. Scrappy definitely likes to build boost. Stephanie Deddy, yes, Vicky's in bed. She's got to be up at 9:30 in the morning for something. I can't remember what. She told me something about something. I don't know. I don't pay attention to half what she says, but she said she's got to be somewhere at 9:30. And she was telling me to shut the shit down at 1:30. How long did you work on your channel before you found success? Mike's car hole. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. See, I think my channel took off good because everybody already knew Billy and knew me from that. Coming in hot last night, turned the car off. That's because Vicky was already mad as a hornet. All right, guys. You want to see how smart these dogs are? I said, all right, guys, and June jumped right up out of bed. I've been working over a year on mine and getting better, but still have a lot of work to do. I'll be honest, guys, I'm not the most smartest person in the world. I just kind of fell into this deal, honestly. I don't know. I was just trying to get out of a dump truck. I was just trying to get out of the dump truck. And maybe someday I'll get to tell you the story about why I started my channel, but I can't do it today. It's going to be a while before that happens. There was other reasons, but I can't really talk about them now. Now they know. Now they know it's serious. When Papaw starts shutting lights off, they know what's coming. They know what's coming now. All right, guys. I'm gonna head out of here. Jason Wheeler, I've been trying to get out of a dump truck. I don't blame you. It's rough on you. A hot mess. Yes, we're going to Cincy Street Nights. We're leaving about 1:30 today. That's the plan. I'm gonna go in and take a nap, and then I've got to switch the Dodge off the big trailer, put my Chevy on the big trailer, unload the S10, put the Malibu in it, and start getting everything ready. That's what I got to do. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off here. I've been on here over an hour. I thank everybody for watching and everything that y'all do. I appreciate you very much. Girls are tired. They're ready to go in. Try 25 years cutting concrete. Not me, buddy. I couldn't do it. Thank you, Rondell. You don't need to send me nothing, man. Have a great night, guys. I'm going to go ahead and hop off here if I can figure out how to shut this thing down. The girls are ready to go in the house. I'm tired. Good night, everybody. Have a good day.